Please stand. Please stand for the posting of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening, and welcome to our graduation under the stellar leadership of Dr. Patricia Ford. I am Zakoria Weaver.
And I am Anthony Collier.
Proud seniors of South Carolina High School class of 2022. Please be reminded that this is a formal occasion. Therefore, we ask that you give the respect that it deserves.
We know that you're excited just as we are, but we have worked very hard to try to make this commencement special. Cat calls, yelling obscene gestures, and displaying other inappropriate conduct distracts from the sentiment of the ceremony.
Please allow everyone in the audience to enjoy this long-awaited experience. Thank you both, family and friends, for honoring our request.
Welcome, Dr. Hearing, board members, principals, faculty, staff, parents, and friends. Cluster principals, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. This occasion would not have been possible without the love, guidance, and support of families of our graduates. Will the proud parents, grandparents, relatives, and supporters of the class of 2022 please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Thank you. I am proud to introduce the South Atlanta faculty and staff who have worked extremely hard to ensure that students reach this milestone. Faculty and staff, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Now, it is my honor to introduce to you Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, Dr. Lisa Herring. Dr. Herring came to APS in July of 2020, just as the pandemic caused a disruption in all of our lives. But she and APS withstood the storm. Born and raised in Macon, Georgia, she is a proud graduate of Spelman College and went on to earn her doctorate in education from Georgia Southern University. I'm sure you would agree, from an educational standpoint, all of that is great. But let's step back for a moment to reveal a little bit more about the person behind this terrific leader. Dr. Herring can cite statistics, policy, and theory at the drop of a hat. Quite impressive, as I'm sure we would all agree. But there's something even more impressive about her. Dr. Herring raised a daughter, received her doctorate, and climbed the ranks of education on the way of becoming our superintendent as a single parent. She's well-rounded, too. She loves cooking Sunday dinner, she enjoys sports, and if you've seen her at any APS event, you could tell right away that she cares deeply about our students. Dr. Herring is a great example of what can be accomplished if you follow her lead and get a strong educational foundation. So join me in welcoming someone who wants all of us to succeed, our very own superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring.
Good evening. Dr. Ford, thank you for that very gracious introduction. And good evening to all of those assembled this evening for the celebration of the South Atlanta High School graduating class of 2022. Graduates, it is my honor to be able to stand before you this evening to give remarks. But before I do, I'd like to give a special recognition to the entire Atlanta Public Schools community for the honor of delivering the remarks for today's commencement. Although I am the one standing up here, I am clear that there are so many behind and beside me in ensuring that this event and this moment for you is successful. Please allow me to start with acknowledging one of the hardest working and recognized groups that will occur outside of the graduates. And that, of course, has already been a group of you that's been recognized, but it's my honor to recognize you one more time. And that, again, is recognition to the parents, guardians, those of you who have stood in the gap to ensure that our scholars arrived here today. I'd like to make certain that I also recognize members of the Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education. I'd like to start by recognizing our chairwoman of the board, Ms. Ishay Collins, our board vice chairwoman, Ms. Aretta Baldwin, and the additional board members attending today, board member Tamara Jones, board member Katie Howard, and board member Michelle Olympiadis. And of course, we've recognized the leadership of South Atlanta High School, but it's my honor, Dr. Ford, to recognize you and the South Atlanta High School leadership team and the principals who make up this amazing cluster again this evening. Thank you. So today, this evening, is a cause for celebration. Graduates, you know you've reached a tremendous milestone. You've worked hard, and everyone here is extraordinarily proud of you. You are about to become, in just a few moments after you cross this stage, newly minted alums of the Atlanta Public School System, one of the oldest school districts in the United States of America. So much so that in just a few months we will begin the celebration of the 150th birthday of Atlanta Public Schools. And we all take great pride, that's right, that's worth applause. We all take great pride in recognizing the district's ongoing commitment to providing a scholarly education for all of our students. If you are a part of the collective class of 2022, and indeed you are, you have certainly seen your share of challenges. But let me just mention some of the highlights of your senior year at South Atlanta High School as a Hornet. How about your STEM and 3DE certifications? Your partnership with Ed Farm Apple and the Dukes Foundation, winning gold in the APS Science Fair, bringing home 5 first-place awards and 1 second-place award in the APS Technology and Innovation Competition, and your Regional 2A Football Championship, and advancing to the 3rd round of state playoffs. And of course, as you know, the list goes on, but that's just to name a few. As I look out this evening to the faces of those of you who are seated in front of me, I am reminded that the human spirit is soaring higher than ever because of you. You generate that soar in all of us, that level of pride and excitement about the future. A pathway has been cleared for you, and in that pathway being cleared, I want to remind you of the importance of writing your story. For the next few minutes, I'm going to ask us to unite our collective imagination and just be transported to the land of story or storytelling. Let's just frame a vision together. Stories are tools for living. Stories. Stories are tools for living. They give us a sense of belonging, a sense of destiny and purpose. Graduates, each of you, every single one of you, have a unique story. You do. You don't need me to tell you that. You know this. You are the main character on a journey that only you can navigate. Your story has meaning and currency and value. Your story, what you do with your life, can influence any and everyone, whether it's the person sitting next to you, the people you will see when you leave this room, and the billions of people across this globe. Your stories have impact on anyone who has the gift of encountering you. Many of you have already started telling your story in your own creative ways, whether that's been your personal use of social media by way of Instagram or TikTok. You created a narrative and a story that's yours and we all follow, or we're watching. And in doing so, you've thought intentionally about what you want your story to say. Some of you already have an incredible story, and I'd like to share just one, although my heart wants to share every single story. I'll just call out one to make a point. Nayara Garcia Martiato, I know you are here. You hail from Cuba and you acted as an English translator for your parents. You enjoy learning new languages and you plan to pursue a major in nursing. You are writing your story. Let's give her a hand. She's writing her story. All of you, every day, in your own way, with everything that you do, you are writing a story. And the truth of the matter is, today reminds us that the first act or chapter of your story is largely complete. And we at APS are extraordinarily proud that we have played a role, be it major or minor. I'd like to thank Major in the role of your development at this point, and will do so as you continued. As the stories of your lives unfold in this next act, I want to remind you that it should serve as an aspiration to younger generations and an inspiration to older generations. I ask you to share your story not as a pathway to fame and fortune, but one of a commitment to serve others, a commitment that says you will tie your own dreams and destiny to something much larger and greater than yourself. The treasures that will come your way as a result of the support you give to others will far outweigh anything you can imagine at this moment. So be thoughtful as you continue to craft and build this next chapter and tell your story. But you must also live the story, and you must share it well. So I ask you, South Atlanta graduates, what will be the main idea, the theme of your story? Is it service, ingenuity? Will it be wealth or friendship? Or how about prosperity for all? Whatever it is that you want people to take away from the narrative called your life, do so knowing that as you create it, you have the opportunity to make others want to tell their story as well because of the impact of yours. So write that story, share that story, create it. If you speak your truth, then the theme of your life will resonate with all of humanity. Not because you live in the right zip code or drive the right car or work for the right company, but because you achieved all of the things and helped others to weave their own narrative. You will inspire. You will tell your story. And your stories will be powerful. Why? Because they already are. That power exists in all of you. And you know this. You know it. You do. You are going to land high-tech jobs with titles that don't even exist. Some of you will discover cures or write groundbreaking public policy, or crank out the great American novel or Oscar-winning screenplays of tomorrow. And as for the rest of us, all of us assembled in the other parts of the world that are waiting to read and hear your story, we will sit on the edge of our seat, waiting for those credits, those closing credits, to roll across the screen as we celebrate who you are and what you do in sharing your story. Imagine, if you will, credits that say entrepreneur, inventor, activist, president and CEO, executive producer, chairman or chairwoman of the board, influencer, founder, philanthropist, and so much more. Whatever it is your story to tell, it is your story to write, and it is your story to inspire. And as for all of us, we will continue to champion and cheer you on and celebrate and love you near and far as you write the next chapter. To you, the South Atlanta High School graduating class of 2022, soon to be newly minted alums who are about to venture into the world with boldness and intention, hear this last plea. Please leave this world better than you found it. And if anyone can make it better, it is you. And with that being said, it is our honor to get ready to now celebrate you as you move into the next chapter of your lives. Congratulations. And now it is my honor to introduce your Atlanta Board of Education's Board Chairwoman, District 6 Representative, Ms. Ishay Collins.
Thank you so much. Good evening to the mighty hornets of the South Atlanta High School class of 2022. I am Ishay Collins, your proud chairwoman of the Atlanta Board of Education and your representative for District 6. I stand here today along with my colleagues in awe of each and every one of you. You are an inspiration, and you are why we are all here today. Thank you, Dr. Herron and Dr. Ford, for acknowledging the entire Atlanta Public Schools and South Atlanta High School faculty, staff, alumni, families, and community who fortified the village that produced our amazing graduates today. I'd like to personally recognize Principal Dr. Ford and the entire South Atlanta High School leadership team. I know firsthand that this team put forth everything they have every day for our students, and the team has contributed unlimited hours towards this end goal of graduation and success, so thank you for all that you do. And graduates, You would not be here today celebrating this monumental milestone, of course, without the love and support of your parents, families, caregivers, mentors, and many more. We extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation to you for letting Atlanta Public Schools play a role in your graduates' education. Thank you so much. So the South Atlanta High School has truly been a hidden gem in the city and one of the best kept secrets of Atlanta Public Schools. But like any gem, it can only hide for so long before its brightness, its clarity, and its value are discovered by those who search for it, by those who adore it, and by those who treasure it. To the graduates of the class of 2022, you are the beautiful gems we have waited for. Your achievements, your voice, your social activism has shined brightly throughout this city. And it has been a complete honor to watch your stories unfold. Dr. Heron raised the idea that your story can challenge the world to be better and to find audiences across the globe. And there is no clearer example than this class. You have led student voices on the district's Student Advisory Council. You have brought leaders together throughout this city and county to discuss key issues that impact all of our lives. You have remained champions on the field and court and in your own communities. You have mobilized to help get great people elected to office, and more importantly, to hold us accountable. But most of all, you have done this with grace, dignity, and humility while remaining steadfast in your academic pursuits. Your entire cluster is now STEM certified. Your SGA president and our chair of the Student Advisory Council, Allison Hunter, will be the first South Atlanta High School graduate to attend Harvard University for undergraduate studies, and she is from Zone 3. Let's be clear. Your valedictorian, Anaya Mitchell, and salutatorian, Janaya Huff, will attend this very institution, the Georgia Institute of Technology, together in the fall. And so this is why your story matters. You have the power to create and alter history. You get to write your own stories. You get to pick it. It's your choice, your journey, your agenda. So whatever you do, do not sell yourself short. We, your village, are confident we have equipped you to challenge outdated ideas, to shake up institutions that no longer serve the common good, and to fashion a path of excellence that leaves your mark in this world. And as I close, I leave you with the words of Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, my predecessor and the first African-American chair of the Atlanta Board of Education. I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Force upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it is up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it, and just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Your time is now. Seize your moment and know we are waiting to see and hear your stories. Thank you and congratulations to this beloved class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Herring and Board Chair Ishay Collins, for your presence and those inspirational words to the class of 2022. Introducing the 2022 South Atlanta High School Salutatorian, Janaya Huff.
Greetings,
educational motivators, support staff, loving family, caring friends, and most importantly, the illustrious South Atlanta High School class of 2022. It has been a long journey to get where we are right now. We have met people that motivated us to become better versions of ourselves, inspired us, and cultivated us into the upstanding young women and men that we are. South Atlanta has instilled in us the importance of being prepared for our future. From the countless college fairs and trade talks, guest speakers from non-traditional backgrounds, and the one-on-ones from those we trust most, I guarantee that at least one of these events helped shape your future. As I stand before you, I would like to humbly share what my future holds after today. In August, I will be attending basic combat training and advanced individual training to become a 25 uniform signal support system specialist for the Army National Guard. After my 7 months of training, I will be attending the Georgia Institute of Technology on a full ride scholarship majoring in information technology management and minoring in finance. I would not be facing such a bright future without my South Atlanta cluster family. I give thanks to Hutchinson Elementary School, more specifically to Ms. Straker-Holder, Ms. Asbury Ellis, and Ms. Carter for making me feel like I was on top of the world and could achieve anything I put my mind to. I give gratitude to my grandmother, Rachel Montgomery, mother, Gracie Montgomery, younger brother, Grant Lawton, and my uncle, Richard Montgomery, who I lovingly know as Uncle Richie, for loving me, supporting me, and rewarding me for being the best representation of our family. And finally, my South Atlanta family, for presenting me with opportunities to enhance my education, introducing me to people like Miss Wanetta King, who will always keep it real with me, yet prove that they have my best interests at heart, and for allowing me to practice my independence and show my integrity. A motivational mantra I say to myself when things get tough is, I'm doing what I have to do to get where I need to be. I have only aligned myself with opportunities and pathways that will allow me the ultimate success, and I know you have as well. But I know that the opportunities we've chosen were not easy. I believe that the harder something is, the stronger you will be when you come out of it. Then you can reflect and say, I know this experience was challenging, possibly the hardest thing I've ever done, but I've completed this trial to the best of my ability, and I am a better person because of it. I believe that throughout our K-12 journey, we were equipped with all the tools necessary to acquire any and everything we want from this world. Tap into those words of wisdom that one individual bestowed upon you. Exercise that good judgment that never led you astray. And most importantly, advocate for yourself. It's no one in this world that knows what you need more than you, and it's up to you to make sure you go out and get it. Trust yourselves, Hornets. Class of 2022, we got this. After all, there are endless possibilities to be great. Thank you.
Please give your attention to South Atlanta's high school's valedictorian and star student, Anaya Mitchell.
Dear class of 2022, Do you remember the feeling of seeing our former upperclassmen, year after year, rise to their station as the next graduating class? Do you remember their anxiety as their day approached and their subsequent catharsis come the day of their release? Our predecessors taught us how to feel this day. We didn't know it, but we were learning. This day is sentimental, simply because of how much we've grown, simply because of who we will come to be, simply because of the people who could not see this day. This day is sentimental. This day is sacrificial. When my sister graduated 4 years ago as the star student of the class of 2018, it was not expected for her to leave home so early. Granted, in my heart, I did not want her to leave home at all, so any time would have been jarringly early. My brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, mother and father and I all ventured to Agnes Scott campus, toting along our new graduate and all of her things. We talked as if this process came natural to us, but come the day's end, we left her there, slowly walking away, empty-handed. Take a lesson from this day. Take your sadness, take your sacrifice, take them with you. Remember the people who couldn't come with, and take them with you. Remember your happiness, remember your bliss, remember the child you once were, and take them with you. This day is sacrosanct, so remember it well. For when the day comes that you'll be so far removed from love and loved ones that you will have to remember to take this day too. I say remember because our memories can be a driving force for our future. Therefore, my loved ones have been the driving force for my future. For this, I am grateful. I am grateful to my teachers and my family for remembering me in turn. To my teachers, Ms. Taylor and Mr. Lane, for widening my worldview. And to my parents, my mother and father, Anthony and Marcia Mitchell, for building this life around me and my siblings. And to my siblings, for when we were small and living in a tight-knit, it's reassuring to see that you've changed, but only a little bit. They have taught me to love and to remember myself. When you begin to love yourself deeply, you begin to learn that to love yourself must happen regardless. To the graduating class of 2022, the graduating class of South Atlanta, assure yourself and assert yourself and know that you were, you are, and you will be worthy of love. Come the day's end. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Jane Ware to the stage to recognize our seniors for their stellar accomplishments.
Great job, ladies. Many of our seniors were recognized for their accomplishments at our Visions of the Future program last Wednesday evening. Recipients of our special awards, please come to the stage when your names are called. The Atlanta Board of Education Award for Best Attendance for the past 12 years is presented to Brianna Banks. Please come forward. Thank you. This year, the Salutatorian of the class of 2022 is a distinguished scholar who has already started serving in the Army National Guard. She is eager to utilize her full scholarship and attend the Georgia Institute of Technology. Janiyah Huff, please come forward to receive your award. The next award recognizes the highest ranking student of the graduating class. The valedictorian of the class of 2022 is a versatile scholar, artist, and school drum major who plays multiple instruments. She will utilize her full scholarship at the Georgia Institute of Technology. Our valedictorian is also being recognized as the Star Student. This Star Student Award goes to the student with the highest SAT score in the class. Please join me in recognizing the 2022 Valedictorian Cup and Class of 2022 Star Student recipient, Anaya Mitchell. The Principal's Cup is awarded to the senior who has esteemed himself as a true scholar, who is multi-talented and has clearly defined his goals. Please join me in recognizing the 2022 Principal's Cup recipient, Alexander Rivera Navarez. Please come forward. The coveted Atlanta Journal-Constitution Cup is awarded annually to a senior who is deemed the best all-around student based on academic achievement, leadership, community service, and extracurricular involvement. Please join me in congratulating the 2022 Atlanta Journal-Constitution Cup recipient, Ms. Allison Hunter. At this time, I would like to recognize students in the following categories. When your category is called, please stand. Senior class officers. Thank you. Student government officers. Thank you. Top 10% of the graduating class. Thank you. National Honor Society members. Thank you. National Beta Club members. Thank you. Students graduating with honors. Thank you. Students who have taken more than one advanced placement courses. Thank you. Students who met requirements for the Hope Scholarship. Thank you. Students who met requirements for the Zell Miller Scholarship. Thank you. Students with an 1100 plus on the SAT. Thank you. Coca-Cola Award winner for Fine Arts. Thank you. Coca-Cola Award winner for the Golden Helmet Award. Thank you. Coca-Cola Award winner for Scholar Athletes. Thank you. Pathway Completers. Thank you. Atlanta College and Career Academy completers. Thank you. Students attending a post-secondary school in the fall of 2022. Thank you. Students enlisted in the armed services. Thank you.
Students entering the workforce. Thank you. Students who are registered voters. Thank you. Early graduates. Thank you. Many scholarships have been awarded to our students. This evening, we want to acknowledge Achieve Atlanta for awarding 105 scholarships to our students. Achieve Atlanta scholarship recipients, please stand. Thank you. Some scholarships did not meet the deadline for the printing of the program. Therefore, the recipients' names were not listed. To date, the class of 2022 has amassed over $8.3 million in scholarships. At this time, our illustrious principal, Dr. Ford, will come forward.
Class of 2022. It has been my distinct pleasure serving as your principal, steering this unforgettable journey that is now etched in your DNA. Growing kind, culturally agile, respectful, responsible, competitive scholars is much like gardening. In your 9th grade year, you were a new seedling that was planted. Planting or sowing is a task that requires patience and nurturing. Some seeds were uprooted and required replanting, sunlight, nourishment, and additional careful tending. However, we watched you demonstrate patience as you entered the 9th grade, learning to navigate your way around a large high school, sorting out the A-B schedule, discovering that you had to earn credits to matriculate to the next grade level, meeting new friends, and getting used to varying expectations of the high school teachers. Throughout your 10th grade year, your roots were forming, and you began to sprout. You adjusted to the rigorous high school curriculum, starting to become involved in extracurricular activities such as HOSA, mock trial, Sisters in Circles, and mentoring groups such as the Dukes Foundation and Next Gen. Despite the pandemic, you weathered the storms, and you changed when additional seeds needed to be planted to ensure your survival. Your 11th grade year, that was the pruning year. While pruning and plucking weeds from your garden is an ongoing process, in 2021, you focused on your growth. You were more selective in your associations and being able to select the right friends who were more like-minded and focused on achieving high goals. You chose their environment and fertilizers, such as teachers, mentors, and peers, who would accelerate your growth to ensure that you were enrolling in advanced placement classes and an AP Challenge High School. Ultimately, you achieve your goals, which would catapult you to a higher GPA. You attended tutoring sessions, online and face-to-face, and you also attended study groups. You did what was necessary to ensure that you were on track to graduate. Then there was the senior year, the growing phase, where your garden flourished, finding the right balance between school and life, securing both support from home and school, believing in yourself, putting in the work, developing a positive mindset, creating powerful art in the form of creative writing, music, digital and visual arts, technology, dance, stellar performances on the stage, out on the field, and even on the court. Now look at you, class of 2022. Finally, the moment that we all have waited for. You are here at the lush, beautiful phase in your garden of life. Does your garden stop thriving now? Absolutely not. There's one more phase to gardening, the harvest. It's time for you to reap the rewards of college, trade school, military, workforce, and life. Class of 2022, over the years, your parents, grandparents, family, friends, loved ones, faculty and staff have all nourished you, watered you, even replanted you when necessary that you receive proper sunlight. We have watched you pluck weeds and adjust to the sunshine, even during the storms. We are so very proud of you. To see you begin to blossom and bloom, swaying in the wind, ready to reap the rewards of your focus and determination to survive. Go forth and fulfill your dreams. Be amazing at whatever you do, and whatever you touch, and whatever you set your mind to. Continue to flourish, knowing that you are firmly rooted and grounded in the South Atlanta community. Class of 2022, if no one else has told you that they love you, Dr. Ford loves you. Thank you. Members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Hearing, we hereby certify that these candidates for graduation have completed the requirements of the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education, and they are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Again, we ask the audience to please recognize the formality and seriousness of this occasion by refraining from yelling, name-calling, and other distractions that destroy the beauty of this program. We owe it to these young people and to their families to allow the program to proceed with honor. Audience, we ask for your full cooperation. Please hold your applause until all diplomas have been presented. Thank you for setting an example for our students. I would like to ask board members, Mr. Usher, and Superintendent Hearing to join me.
Anaya Mitchell. Janaya Huff. Zion Ashanti Thompson. Allison Mackenzie Hunter. Sadia Naila Shaheed. Markesia Scott. Taryn Elena Marie Hill. Akasha Ashe Ali. Alexander Rivera Navarez. Anthony Mitchell Jr. Rodriguez Tyrez Jones.
Anthony Collier. Jaquan Sidney Powdar. Quintavious Hemingway. Timothy Green. Carlos Witt. Zachoria Weaver. Destiny Grant. Kelly Castillo. Taisha Hall. Antonisha Renee Chun. Paris Morales. Tariana Carlicia Johnson. Sherlidra Narissa Green. Taki Sadiq. Jakari Amir Wade. Jontavius Montre Anderson. Jeremiah Flemister. Michael Powell, Jr. Tanaris Sanders. Imani Smith. Xavier Crumbly. Honesty Nicole Brown. Jasmine Harvey. Samaya Britton. Brianna Mills. Caitlin Nicole Bivens. Heaven Demi Nicole Hinton. Tanaya Curry. Christiana Lachey Felton. Evan Dennis Jr. Devin Dennis. Jamal Boozer. John Lawton. Montravius Jonte Anderson. Jalen Watts. Jalen Chun. Anaya Amiria Seymour. Brianna Finley. Jada Young. Aliciana Cullens. Jamiria Lynch. Yasmin Chambers. Maya Baker. Monica Pereira. Antonio Isan Sinkfield IV. Jabari Glover. Dontavius Favors. Frank Osborne, Jr. Samaje Jake. Andres Miranda. Cameron Holmes. Nayara Martiato. Michaela Jackson. Dariana Copeland. Jessica Clinton. Joynaya Elliott. Brianna Padilla. Brianna Banks. Amari Alexandra Harris. Wayne Smith. Jayan Thompson. Mark Martinez. Marquez Collins. Emmanuel Page. DeAnthony Curtis. Jamar Burns.
Kamaya Carter. Jasmine Thompson. Shania Thomas. Deja Jenkins. Sanaya Mills. Kanaya Janae Terry. Telexa Ransom. Taiva Taylor. Kamari Clark. Roderick Edwards, Jr. Kyrie Langford. Joshua Smith. Jaquan Triplett. Andrew Devon. Tanaya Myona Odom. Nicole Montgomery. Ayana Holt. Chastity Stewart. Destiny Akeli. Shatavius McGee. Adriana Brinson. Tiana London. Patrick Nelson. Jasani James Edwards Knight. Jaquan Crawford. Quinte Thomas. Kevante Williams. Keyshawn Wise. Jalen Hutchings. Dennis Gentry. Diosis Lavelle. Fabiola Vargas. Fabiola Juarez. Katira Leonard. Zaria Brown. Miracle Ashari Seabrook. Nevea Burgess. LaShondra Cedriana Coppage. Eric Danielle Hinton, Jr. Contavious Allen. Dimitri Ross. Juan Hernandez Lachino. Clifton Davis, Jr. Desmond Parks. Luis Alvarez. Nakaya White. Sasha Watkins. Daisiana Finley. Jamila Loyal. Korea Smith. Denetrick Grantling. Skylin Jade Little. Jimmy Brown. Demarius Foreman. Quintavious Smith. Demetrius Freeland. Maurice James Fegans, Jr. Paris Walker. Javores Mitchell. Yuslevia Garcia Castro. Yamaria Sneed. Tanya Lizeth Swastigi. Jamila Deshawn Stewart. Asia Nichols. Shamari Anaya Jenkins. Faith Yumika Powell. Keontae Westmoreland. Jordan Ruiz. Danae Lasadia Royster. Nadia Gillespie. Chrislyn Sharicia Harkness. Tiana Millings. Vertrice Pope. Kaylee Elizabeth Latrell Henderson. Star McDowell. Kamariana Jackson.
Board Chair Ishay Collins, please come and address the class.
Okay, we got one more step. It's not official yet. Okay. South Atlanta High School class of 2022. Your principal has verified that you have completed all the requirements set forth by graduation by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education. Right? By the power vested in me by the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you as graduates of the class of 2022.
Will the valedictorian please come forward to turn the tassels? Afterwards, please stand for the singing of the alma mater. Audience, you may be seated at this time. Please remain seated until the class of 2022 has exited the arena.